Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the beginner's guide series and we are finishing it off with a full face of Glam. So you want to take some primer. I'm using a hydrating primer because I have dry skin, and I'm going to put that all over my face. We're going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Cocoa. This is from the matte range. I know it's matte and I have dry skin, but I've used a hydrating primer and I found that this foundation is not too harsh on my skin. I am using a brush to apply my foundation to get the maximum coverage. Otherwise, you may use a beauty blender if you want a lighter coverage. So if you're using a brush, you want to use dabbing motions to push that foundation into your skin. I don't like dragging my brush and moving around my foundation. Then I like to take a beauty blender and just blend everything out to make sure that any streaks from the brush are gone. Foundation done. I'm going to spritz my face with the hydrating mist because we did use a mattifying foundation. Then we're going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use a brush to apply concealer under my eyes, on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, my cupid's bow, and also under where I would contour my cheeks. That step is optional, but I like to do it. Then I like to bring the concealer on the side of my nose to kind of prepare for my contour, my nose contour. It kind of reverse contours for you. To contour the sides of my face, I like to use my cartilage in the middle of my ear as a guide to where I should apply my concealer. And you just need a little product, and this will help sharpen your contour when you do contour. So to contour, I go in with a concealer that is about 2 shades darker than my skin tone, and I like to use the beginning of my ear as a guide to where I should apply this contour. And I never really go past the tail of my brow because I just keep it there. And you also want to apply concealer on the perimeter of your face and down the sides of your nose as well. And if you want to, you can also if you want to, you can also apply the concealer shade along your jawline, although I do this with the extra product that I have from blending everything out. Then you want to use a beauty blender to blend this contour shade out, and you want to blend sort of upwards towards your under eyes because you want to like lift your face and snatch it, because if you're blending downwards you kind of like droop your face or sag it down, and you don't want that. When you're blending the contour along your hairline, you want to push the product into your hairline so that there is no harsh line that tells you where your makeup starts and where it ends. And you also want to kind of like blend the contour towards your brows if you want a super bronzed or snatched look. That's just what I like because my face is fuller than it usually is. So I want to be snatched. So before we blend out our lighter concealer, I like to prepare my loose powder on a lid so that after we've blended out the concealer, we can set immediately after. You can also use setting spray to hydrate your face some more. Setting spray doesn't have to be the final step. You can use it within the whole makeup process, and it's just going to help you with an easier blend. And yeah, so I'm just blending out everything, and then you want to make sure that there are no harsh lines between the lighter concealer and the darker concealer. And for some reason I like to blend my under eyes last. When blending your under eye, you want to lift your mirror in line with your forehead so that you can just use your eyes to kind of look up, so you can stretch the skin under your eyes and make sure that it's covered with concealer. Okay, so after you've blended out everything and you're happy with that, you want to be quick in getting your loose powder onto your beauty blender. You're trying to avoid looking down too much because you don't want to crease. So you dip that beauty blender into the loose powder and you look back up, and you want to apply this evenly under your eye and just lightly. I do have dry skin, so I don't like to bake. So I'm just applying this lightly all over my under eye. So I kind of blend this powder out until it almost disappears, and you want to move your nose to get to the cracks and the crevices of your skin, and you want to apply this powder where you applied the lighter concealer shades. So that's your cupid's bow, bridge of your nose, forehead. I use a darker loose powder shade to not contour, but to like carve out my cheeks under my contour. But I don't think you can see it on camera, but it is a darker shade of the loose powder because I don't like it to be as bright as my under eyes and bridge of my nose. It's also very important to set around your mouth, especially if you have laugh lines. So you kind of want to like make a face like you're blowing out a candle or something, and you want to set there so that the concealer doesn't sit on your laugh lines every time you laugh or smile. I'm going in with a clean brush and I'm just going to remove any extra powder on my face. And I also like to apply powder on my brows to get rid of any oils or any product that was on there while I was doing my base. Yeah, I'll keep those matte. Then I'm going to go in with the contour palette to contour or set the contour on my face. And I'm going to go in with the two darker shades, and I'm going to lightly contour. I'm going to use circular motions, and you also want to kind of blend upwards towards the lighter concealer. You can use the same brush to contour your nose, and you want to use the side of your brush to like kind of brush up your nose. I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you can see what I'm doing. And I learned this trick from K Yarms, and I think it just gives you a better blend. It's less effort, and it's just nice. It's nice. You want to lightly contour your nose with powder if you have dry skin, because If it's too matte and everything, you will be uncomfortable like the whole day. And you want to use your beauty blender to further blend that out. Make sure it's not harsh, and you can just use your beauty blender to blend out anything really. Okay, so we're starting to look powdery now. I'm just gonna set everything with a compact powder that is my skin tone, and I'm just gonna set the my whole face. This also helps when you feel like the loose powder that you used was too bright or too white. This kind of just neutralizes everything. Now for some blush, you want to kind of smile if you don't know where your cheeks are, but you don't want to smile too much, because when you let go of your smile, your face will go back to its normal form and it might just like displace the brush. So you just want to like apply that just above your contour, but also blend it out into your contour, if that makes sense. Make use of your beauty blender, you guys. Beauty blender is your friend. If you feel like something is too harsh, you can use a beauty blender to just absorb some of that product. If you feel like something's not blended out properly, you can use your beauty blender to blend it out some more. Now I'm going to use a fan brush to apply the highlight. You want to apply highlight on the highest points of your face. So this is like your cheeks, the tip of your nose, the like dip of your bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, your chin, and I also like to apply it just above like my eyebrows. I don't know if those are your temples, but I like to apply it there as well. I don't like to do a lot with this, and I usually apply my highlight after I've applied setting spray. I don't know what I'm doing here, but that's what I usually do. Now I'm setting my face with the Maybelline Lasting Fix Spray. It is mattifying. I did mix it with the Superhero Dewy Mist, which is a hydrating mist. So yeah, this is gonna get rid of that powderiness as well. And I'm just touching up my brows with some Lash and Brow Mascara from Essence. So I am using my brow pencil to line my lips. I don't know where my liner is, but okay, it is what it is. I'm gonna line my lips and prepare for some lipstick. I am doing something nude and natural, because this is a soft glam for beginners. Then I'm gonna go in with my Avon Mark lipstick in Duck Face, I think, and I'm gonna apply that in the center. While that dries down, I'm going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm going to go back into that contour shade that we used, and I'm going to dip into the dark brown there, and I'm going to apply this all over my eye just to add some depth into my eye and my look. If you're not comfortable with eyeshadow, this is a good step for you to just have something natural on your eyes but still very cute. You can see that I'm using like swiping motions and also circular motions. You don't want to go higher than your what's this? Oh, I missed it. Crease. So basically where your eye starts to dip, if you put your finger on your eyeball, wherever your eyeball starts to dip, end. That's where your crease is, so you want to blend just above that, but not too high into your brows. I'm using a flatter, fluffy brush to apply that contour shade under my eyes. Put your mirror just above your eyes and look up so that you can like see what you're doing and not poke your eye. Then I'm using a smaller flat brush to apply the highlight shade in my inner corners and also on my brow bone. This just gives that pop. So this is what our base is looking like. I'm just gonna do some mascara. I like to start with my bottom lashes, and I'm using the Lash Princess mascara from Essence. So you can apply the mascara horizontally, which can get a bit messy if you do it like this. Otherwise, you can use the tip of the applicator and work with fewer lashes at a time, by applying at the roots first and then the ends. So this is more like vertical a bit. I've applied liner and lashes off camera because child. So this brings us to the end of the beginner's guide series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I decided not to put out the video on how to apply falsies and do your winged liner because I was using this mirror and I realized that I was blocking you guys' view. So it's just hard. Like, it's hard without being on camera, and even more so when you are filming. So once I've mastered how to do that, I will drop that video for you guys. Otherwise, I hope this was informative for you guys, and I hope you guys can start creating your own simple glam. Okay. I'll check you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Mwah. Bye.